Hey guys, I haven't posted much about my competition yesterday because I was so tired and I just I was talking to my mom and I said I feel emotionally and physically empty. I've given so much of myself and I just like yesterday after the competition was over, I put my phone aside and I was literally so drained and so done that I haven't posted anything about it. But anyways, I'm gonna say a little bit more about it today. To start with, I got some prizes. So I got the second place, placed second in novice, and then I placed third in the open men's physique category. This is OCB Federation, so those guys are very cool. Like, the show was put together perfectly. I had a lot of fun. I met so many good people, and it was definitely a great experience. As far as of my overall happiness, how I placed and how I presented myself, I'm not happy. I know I can do much better, and I can only blame myself. I don't want to put the blame on anybody else. I worked hard for this. 12 weeks of prep was brutal. I cooked, I don't know, I think I counted, I cooked like so many meals. I did cardio, I worked out hard, and placing third was actually a decent result for my first show. But and the guys that were first and second place did so much better than me. And I don't want to be ungrateful. I know that those guys worked harder than me probably because they placed better. But yeah, my mistake was that I neglected posing for the longest time. And when you think about it, that's the most important part. You can be the biggest, the leanest dude out there, but if you don't have posing done, if you don't know how to present and carry yourself, what's the point? And that was stupid enough. I was a dumbass, and I just for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I was actually trying to focus on posing, but it was just not enough time. And I take the blame for that. And then when I look at my overall performance, my physique was good. I'm very happy the way I came out. I was pretty dry on the stage, and there will be some pictures that I'll be posting later as soon as they send me. But the thing is, with my posing and everything, I feel like I've given 15% of my possibilities, and that bothers me. And I've said before that I don't want to do this again, but I had fun on the stage, and then I owe this to myself to come out again and just do this at 100%, because I want to leave, I don't want to leave the table leaving 15% on the table, if that makes sense. What else I was going to say? Yeah, so the reason why I picked Panama City actually is interesting. So there's a pull-up bar, there's that little cart sign over there, so that's where you leave your carts, but it's connected from one end to the other end, and then it's a pull-up bar basically. So when I first moved to United States in 2015, I was going to this Winn-Dixie right here, and I couldn't. Winn-Dixie is a grocery store. I couldn't do a single pull-up. Me and my friend were trying to practice here. He was able to do many, and I wasn't able to do one. And then when I found out that this show is in Panama City, it was such a perfect coincidence, because 6 years after, almost on the exact same day, from not being able to do a pull-up my first few months in the United States, and now 6 years after, I'm completing the full circle, coming to the same city and actually doing a bodybuilding show, which is an amazing result itself. Also, a few more things I was gonna say. This is probably gonna turn into TV video, which is fine, and it's easier for me to do this than to message everybody privately and talk about my results. I feel pretty tired. It's 6 a.m. and I haven't gotten much sleep last night. But I want to thank everybody for support. I was surprised. Man, there was I don't know, at least 30 or 40 people who actually messaged me saying good luck. And when I was on that stage, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people actually that want me to do good. And I was when I placed third, I was I let myself down, and then I let some other people down. But it's fine. As I said, my first show, I'm pretty happy the way it went. Wow, this video is 5 minutes already. One more thing I was going to say, when you look at it, like 12 weeks of prep, you know, like nutrition, working out, like all that programming, like those two, and then you got posing, and then, you know, cardio, obviously, like your entire life revolves around this, and you come to the stage and you got like about 2 or 3 minutes. Good thing about like my specific class, it was few of us on the stage, and then we were like, judges had to work hard to determine who's gonna be, you know, who's gonna place what, because like we're about like, you know, around the same, we brought the same look, I guess, but like, you know, just like the little like details actually decided who's gonna place first, second, or third, or whatever. The thing I was gonna say, the guy that won the show, like in my class, he's actually, this was a pro qualifier, so he's got the first place, and you know, he's gonna get to compete like on a higher level, which is amazing. I mean, it's a driving factor for sure. I mean, I you know, like this show like has taken so much out of me, and as I said yesterday, I felt like after the pre-judging was done, and then we had to do like a few more things after pre-judging, my knees started hurting, like my soul was broken. I was literally so broken on that stage, and then they were like, oh, don't leave anywhere, we still have to do a few things, you gotta talk to judges, you get a critique. I'm like, I just want to be gone. My head started hurting. I haven't had water for the past 2 days. I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna talk about one more mistake I think I made, is because during the entire prep I had like several cheat meals, and it was fine, you know, you have a cheat meal, you have like a burger, pizza, whatever, and it makes me feel like shit, like, you know, after you eat it, because you eat so much. I mean, that was my mistake. And then, but after a day or two, like, it goes away and doesn't matter. The thing with my Friday cheat meal the day before the show, I had a pizza, 2 burgers, I had a hot dog, I had like some pies and stuff. That's what my coach told me actually. He's like, hey, you need to bring those carbs in, you need to like load on carbs, so like your muscle, like the glycogen fills up, and then your muscles come to be fuller. And then I had all of that food, and then basically it made me so bloated, and like I was not digesting it at all, like, and even on the stage, like almost like, you know, it's been like probably like 16 or 18 hours after I ate all that food, I felt like I have a rock in my belly, and like every time squeezing at my abs was hurtful. Like it was making me, I don't know, it was making me feel disgusting. And it just like all those little things come into your mind, and they're like, as I said, like so many details that, you know, you could have done better, but you haven't. And you know, that's, as I said, that's probably the thing that bothers me the most, because in all honesty, like I really don't want to make anybody's results smaller, and you know, everybody had problems like along the prep, like, you know, most likely gonna get injured, like all those bodybuilder, like big dudes, they always get injured like during their preps. I don't want to minimize anybody's success, but in my honest opinion, I feel like I brought 15% of myself, and that's what bothers me. Also, I was gonna say, but this was a great path for me, like 3 months of dedication. I isolated myself. I've said no so many times, and it's such a good feeling that I literally was, every time when I was offered to do something and like to go out of my way and to pursue something that would actually put my prep and my show in a second, like not to be the first, I don't know how to say this, I'm confused, not to be the first thing for me, I would always ask myself the simple question: does that serve any purpose to me? Like if I go out and like, you know, get food or get drunk, or like, does that serve the purpose of myself at this point where I want to like step on a stage and compete for the first time? And you know, like if the answer was no, I would say no. And I like that sort of isolation of me doing cardio at 4 a.m., like walking in my block, in my neighborhood, like there's nobody on the street, like not even street lights are on at that time. You know, like it isolates you from all the negativity and drama, and like it's just you, and then it helps you build that discipline. And then just like, I don't think that anything is gonna be the same with me after this show. Like I like that part of the show was amazing, and then that was followed by like that discipline was translated to my job. Like when I started prepping for this show, I don't think I had any clients. Now I got like several clients, plus I got new people every week who are trying to work with me, which is amazing. I booked like 3 or 4 modeling photo shoots. I don't know, as I said, like I got in the best shape of my life, that's for sure. Yeah, there was so many benefits. I've grown so much from doing this, and you know, that's definitely the biggest win of this show. Like, you know, placing third in open men's physique, you know, it's a success itself, even though I'm not happy with it. But I think like the growth I've received from this entire experience is unmatchable. And you know, like I need to take this with me, and then, you know, like take it and just like be better, keep getting better every day. And that's the goal, how to, you know, how to succeed in life. What else I was gonna say? What is next after this show? Like, am I gonna compete like in a couple months again? No. Like I need a break. I need to close this chapter and then see like you know, the good things and the bad things, which I'm able to see today. But like, you know, it's probably gonna take me like a few more weeks to digest everything. And then I just want to do it again. That's for sure. I had fun on the stage, and it was good. And like, I'm so happy that I found this federation, OCB. You know, like it's a natural federation. They made us do polygraph before we all like competed, and then, you know, it's like they also like take our unit test and as well. So like you can't cheat them. Like, you have to be natural. You can't be like on steroids or whatever to compete in this show. And then, you know, like obviously it's a tricky, like this is like very interesting point in my life right now, because the prepping was like a huge part of it, and now when that's gone, I need to fill out the space, the time, and I also need to stay consistent, and I also need to like keep that discipline. So, you know, it's gonna be challenging for sure. I've heard like horror stories as well, like how your body is in starvation mode for such a long time, and then if you don't watch out, you get fat. And I know like few people actually gain like 18 or, you know, 20, 30 pounds of like just fat, and like they look like they never competed before. And I need to be like very careful of that. I need to probably start reverse dieting, like where I'm going to introduce more calories week after week, just to get my body adjusted to my maintenance calories. Because like past like 2 weeks, like my last week, I was like on only 1,000 calories. That's like I don't know, that's like enough food for like a 10-year-old girl. Like, that's not enough food for me. And you know, my body, as I said, is in starvation mode, and like this is the time where you can make gains actually, you know, if you play it smart. And you know, like if you get enough protein and enough carbs, and then, you know, if you keep working out, this is the time when you can actually make gains. On the other hand, if you don't, you're gonna get fat, and I don't want that to happen at all. So yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks. I just want to thank everybody for support. As I said, past like 3 months were like very difficult for me. I don't even know exact reason. Was it a contest prep or whatever? I was miserable most of the time. I had a good drive though. Like, I would wake up every morning at a dot. My body worked as a clock. Like each Saturday, we would dial in my calories, like see like what worked, what didn't work. My body, I was losing like 1.5 pounds or like 2 pounds each week. It was insane. I'm like, how, this is not exact science, but like my body was working like a clock. And I was like, this is amazing. You know, that kept me pushing forward. And yeah, I mean, that's all. I just want to thank everybody for support. You guys are amazing. And then this video came out to be almost 15 minutes long. It's gonna take me forever to upload it to Instagram. But yeah, that's it.